I don't know what to do. I got this skin and I like to party. Ah, na 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 na. Ah, na 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 na. Ah, na. Okay, I missed this Sia, a song by Sia. I don't know the title of the name, but I think I like it, and I like to party. Today's on a what? It's on a Friday. This whole week I haven't done anything substantial. Hey, if there's a week I should blame myself for not doing anything, it's this week, because I honestly haven't done anything. Like, honestly, anything substantial, except for recording for things that I haven't done. So today's plan is that I learn ODBC connection. I may create a connection, a proper connection with the SQL. Once I do this, and I do this like 5 times, I want to create some connections, like very good connections. That will be done. So yeah. Yo, yeah. So yeah, that's that. And at least I think, okay, each and every time that I plan a good day, I find that it will be someone will disrupt that. Why? Because they think that by the now I imagine it is actually most of the time it will be disrupted because of technical difficulties, and by that I mean it will be disrupted maybe when electricity is off. Number 2, when I'll have no socket to use in the library. Okay, and remember, if I lack a socket in the library to plug my computer in here, there's something that will happen. Something to do with, okay, I'm supposed to buy okay, so something to do with, if I lack a socket and I move around and I don't get one, I'm like, okay, I'm tired. By the time I'm sitting down and taking a rest to settle kwanza and then wait here for this person, and when you get a socket, it is not functioning, and when it functions, you're likely to find that today I don't feel like going to the other part of the field. Why don't I just sit here and record my thing? The only problem I have is just people passing around. I'm not comfortable with that. Going to the trees is okay. Anyway, let me just go, because I must always show up. Each and every day I show up. Now here's the thing. You get a socket, it's not functioning. Now it becomes disappointed, and now you settle there. Me, I'm not moving any further. Now, the reason behind you struggling to get a socket is because you don't have an extension. Remember, whoever is using the socket isn't using any extension. Therefore, I'm given that burden to always be carrying my sockets each and every time where I go. So, and you see, I have not created a budget to buy an extension. Okay, to buy an extension for that. So I'm like, okay, I can't tell people, okay, this is a desktop. This actually, I treat this as, okay, these are an accidental technical difficulty, because we just find yourself that you don't have any extension. It's actually very easy. It's easier to use an extension, or how should I say this? It's easier to use an extension. What am I saying? or even I'm being forced. I'm not being forced to. Uh, I'm now being forced to be staying now in my room, which I'm not comfortable with. Because I must create a budget to buy an extension in that regard, so that I save myself from trouble and wastage of time. I wish I was living alone by the. And I'm actually looking for ways to just be living alone, because honestly, it's actually very easier to live alone. Me, I just can't live with you like that. It doesn't matter who you are. Me, just can't be staying with you. Just even if you are my friend, I'm likely to be disappearing from your presence. No, it's good. I like that way. It's natural. As much as they say that too much presence of a person or person to a someone devalues you, as much as I conform to that unconsciously, but I honestly don't like being around people. I just like being alone, actually, most of the time. Whenever doing things, whenever you're doing your own shit. And that's why I keep on saying this. When I have my own house, I'll have my own study room. Okay? And wait. Ebu ngoja. There's a story that I said that I'm going to complete today. Oh my goodness, I've forgotten the Nini story. Now, I am supposed to get into my YouTube and see the continuation part of it. I should have taken a note in my notebook so that I know, okay, there's a topic that I was supposed to finish today. It was actually supposed to be the topic of today. And I lacked the topic. Okay, I can't remember, I just can't recall the Nini. Oh my goodness, I just can't remember. Okay. I just can't remember, by the way. I honestly can't remember. Anyway, so I just can't remember. Okay, but ni sawa. I think, yeah. Ndaikumbuka too. I think I remember it. But the point that I was trying to make is, when I go into my house, when I now create my house, yeah, I think I have something to talk about. To a safer place that I am comfortable speaking about some things. So when I get to my own house, I must make sure that I create a room. Actually, two separate rooms. A study room and where I can be doing my own shits in my own space. Yeah, I don't want talk of around. We have some guests near the tree that I usually record around. So it's time to change the venue. There is a couple I can see under a tree. So that means we have to move to another place. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is that I will always I'll always do anything to just create my own space so that I can do my own things my own way, in my own space, in silence. Okay? So I'll have two rooms. One for the work room, where the computers are located. Probably even the gaming setup in the same workroom. When you are tired doing your work, you go to the next monitor and play some games. Or even you can decide to be playing games. But the reason why I say the setups are different, or even there are two monitors, it's because I must have my own gaming gaming setup with a steering wheel foot, pedals, and gear, and steering wheel. All that setup requires space on its own. You can't mix it with the work nini. So that's quite different. And now I have another plan, which I was actually now to talk about. I think it was something to do with the house that I designed. Wait. Oh, I was actually to meet I was to talk about the friend that I met the other day. Oh, I'm trying to remember. As I'm talking, I'm trying to remember what I had promised to make the topic of today. So, yeah, I redesigned the house, by the way. The house that I had imagined of as being my house. It has now changed. It is now another thing. I've redesigned it, by the way. It was just the ground floor having all the floors, or even having all the rooms, but I've now changed the room to have the first floor. The first floor won't contain any room for anything or for anyone, but it will contain Nah. So here's the idea of the blueprint of the house, or the house structure that is in mind. So remember, the room that I had created in my mind last year, which is now going to be my house, the design of my house, has about the kitchen having the fridge, all the kitchenware, and all the kitchen space. And now we have the sitting room. That's number 2. We have walking nini, and we have some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms and 3 bedrooms. 1 bedroom for the guests or something. Now, how many are left? Yeah, we had almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost 7 rooms, including even the working office or even the working room. 7. And now we have the 8th floor. The 8th floor is now it's now on the upper part of the house. Like it's huge. Okay, the room is huge. For that matter, it doesn't have any room in it. It just has a floor, or should I say, not a floor per se, but it's like okay, how do I put it? It's like a warehouse. It's not a good description to use. It's like just an empty room, just like that, but designed for recording. Number 1, designed for playing table tennis, which is actually I'm going to be playing table tennis in my house. You just can't be sitting there in your house and you are doing nothing. So you can be playing tennis, table tennis. So yeah, I have imagined already of that, and the space will actually be separated using some temporary structures, not permanent. I don't want this to be by permanent. And now I can be doing my content creation. I create the space for that. Yeah, content creation. Number two, is Yeah, content creation. Keep in mind, I'm going to be doing a lot of content creation in Excel, in Maxipy, productivity, AI, all that has to be taken care of. Now, there's now space for the gym. Yeah, the gym tools. We want to ah, it makes sense. It now makes sense. I was actually wondering where could I put the toilet for the house. I now have an idea of where I'm going to put it. It's on the other end of the house, like everywhere. Okay, there will be two. I was actually trying to figure out, okay, where can I put the third toilet? And I was lacking some space. I was like, why not put a toilet in each room? I was like, apana, that would be too much of a nini. If at any point things we go sideways. Okay, there's a way when you're designing a house, you must consider all the drainage, all the wastes. Actually, water is very important, and now the wastes. You must be very, very careful. So I was trying to consider that, but now it now makes sense. It now makes sense. Why? It now makes sense. Why? I should put the toilet on the other end, and now, yeah, on the other end. Now there'll be 3 toilets, for that matter. Actually 4. I have one for the main room. You can go to the other end of the house. Oh, I wish I was good with words. I describe where and create a vivid picture of me. I can only write a book, or even write a painting, or just draw just a sketch of how the room will look like. But I have all the answers now. I think as I'm speaking, I think I'm getting a picture of how my house looks like. Even the design, everything, like everything as it is, like as it's supposed to be. I get now the idea of how it will look like. So yeah, I've redesigned the house. Okay, and I'm buying time so that I consider all the angles, everything, and now step into my super conscious minds. Yeah, we say that we have the conscious, subconscious, and the superconscious. I will now tap into my superconscious. Do this each and every day. Create that mental picture. Feel how it feels owning a home, being a father, building a home, because I'll build a home with so much millions. Feel like that millionaire who is building a home, who is very objective with whatever they are doing. And now after that, I'm sure things will just go flow my way and align my way. And a good chance is that this is going to be successful. Yeah, it's going to be successful. Actually, there's no but. Yeah? It's all the choices. What do you mean? Okay, what I mean by that is, okay, thank goodness they haven't destroyed where the kidogo karibia to that place. I'm actually near the place they are digging. And I'm happy to inform you that I'm happy to celebrate or even to announce that they haven't touched the area. Sawa sawa. I think I'm happy now. I can now sit happy, feel happy. I'm in this field where while you are on the road, you can easily see me while I'm sitting here. while you are on the field, you can easily see me. So I'm in a vulnerable and exposed position. I'm very the place that I'm sitting in. So you can see the other end. They just destroyed that place. They didn't proceed to the other. You can't see it. I don't have energy to go around. So, let me talk about how I met this friend. I think this is the story that was to be told today. See, electricity is off the whole day. Jioni in the afternoon, it said to go to the library to read some books. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. I've remembered as I didn't carry my sticky notes. I didn't move it from the table, so I'm afraid someone might take a look at it. It's only that they won't get anything from that thing, but that's just useless anyway to think about it. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to paint, the point that I'm trying to prove is that, I was talking about the story. So there's no electricity. I go to the library, do my thing, then come. Do my thing. The electricity had just delayed too much. Let me just go. And this is when my mind decides to take me on a tour. Going on a hotel. I order omena and ugali. I enjoyed the meal and I'm like, okay, I'm done. After finishing, I was like, okay, actually, while I was enjoying the meal, this when electricity comes back. Okay, this when electricity decides to just come back after disappearing, after creating a home disappearance ceremony. So it was about 6:50 there, or even 6:40 there. It was still dark by the way, or even it was at almost at 7. It was still dark, almost dark, but there was some daylight. So this when electricity comes back, and I pay, and I move out of the hotel. While I'm walking to the house, I'm like, it would be a good idea if I go to the house. I don't want to stay with someone there. If I'm going to the house, I want to be alone, or I just want to my space alone. I'm like, I remember, okay, the roommate just came, and I can't go sit there. And since electricity is on, tutasumbuana mambo ya socket, okay? Because his phone was dead. I was like, okay, I think there will be a conflict here of who uses this. And the extension device that we have can no longer fit, or should I say, cannot fit everyone. Like, all the ports that are there are not functioning correctly. So there will be a conflict of that one socket that is working. The socket on the extension. Okay, if you see me struggling with breath, just know that there is so much wind out here, but you can't hear it. Now, I was like, there will be a conflict because his phone is dead and I'm sure he's charging it. I was like, apana, that's not a good idea. Why don't I look for an alternative so that we don't get into a conflict? that hit okay, this conflict of I want to use it and you also want to use it. How will you manage to need? And remember, which is important, our phones are both almost dead, so everyone's needs everyone's needs is necessary, or even needs to be catered for. No one is important than the other. I was like, okay, it would be a good idea if I continue, if I stay in that room. Why don't I go to the library as much as I'm tired of walking? Because at this point, I think I have walked about 10 kilometers. Just walking around the school. Because I have a counter of my... Okay. Where did this... I'm opening... okay. Oh, my ex account is opening another account. So anyway, so the point that I'm trying to pass across is that there was no need of going to that conflict. So I decide, okay, let me go back to the library and then charge this thing. As I upload even the video that I have, the diary for that day, because I had already uploaded and edited it. It's more of compressing, because I usually don't edit my videos. Me, whatever I say is what I say. Whatever I put out here is what I put out there. So I let myself, okay, let me just go and do that. I was like, before I even go to the library, see, there could be an alternative. Now, before I even talk of the alternative, there could be an alternative. Why don't I go to the School of Engineering and charge my phone there? And remember, there's a Wi-Fi there, and I know for a fact there's no one who is aware of the internet. Okay, remember, at this point, electricity is down everywhere in this place, so I don't think someone could rush that fast to go to the engineering to use that Wi-Fi. I was like, let me count myself lucky. I'll be among the few, maybe less than 3 people who are enjoying the Wi-Fi. Let me divert to this School of Engineering and charge my laptop, actually charge my phone and upload the video. I'll be enjoying 2 things that I could have enjoyed in the library. It was a better deal. I go to the library. Okay, now let me tell you what happened before I even went to the hotel. So from the library, I had passed around the School of Engineering, just passing around. Just you can decide to go. My instincts. I usually follow my instincts. I was like, let me pass by the School of Engineering. I know there's no electricity and it's almost dark at this point. It's almost at 6 there, about 6. I decided, okay, for no reason by the I went to the School of Engineering and just to have a look. I don't know what made me go there, but I just said, just go. On going, I was like, I started looking at the rooms, going around just to check something. So I don't know why I was there for that matter. I went around and down, like check. Yeah, just having a check around. The way you can decide to go to this field and check the plants there for no reason, to just go there and check. Not that you have any business to do there, but you are just going to check. So that is what happened before I went to the hotel or even to the restaurant to take some ugali and omena. Let's now come back to the story. I decided to go to the School of Engineering to do my thing until now at 9. Now there are 2 rooms that I can access electricity very easily. There's this BR and another room that is exact opposite. Now, as I was making some rounds near this place, just some minutes, an hour ago, I was actually looking for some sockets and I just went around to look for some sockets, and for no reason, I really don't understand why I was doing this. Unconsciously, I don't know what I was doing, but I just was following my instincts. So I go to this room, which I never go to charge my laptop. I usually use BR whenever I'm using the engineering school, so that I can charge my laptop, or I can use the Wi-Fi using the laptop. So this now the first day that I'm entering to this room, the other room that is opposite BR. Okay, I remember. Okay, I had seen a socket somewhere. Let me just go and try it. And I went to the room, step by step, with an objective in mind. I go slowly, as if I do engineering. I was walking as if I'm doing engineering. Slowly, go to the room. On entering the room, guess the person that I meet, a girl talking on their phone. Yeah, she's speaking Kikuyu. I'm like, this person that I can relate with. Remember, you are likely at any point to even form a friend, make a friend based on some similar characteristics, or even some similar traits, or even some similar, how should I put this? You are likely to create or even make friends with a person that you have a common thing with. That means you are likely to create a bond with someone you are familiar with. Okay, you have something similar with. She's speaking Kikuyu, I can speak Kikuyu, I can relate. I was like, okay, sawa. Now let me go back, rewind, go back to in the morning. And what happened before I actually come to this girl again. Rewind, selector, morning. The prayer that I had made that day is like, today I'm going to meet people that I'm supposed to meet, my destiny connectors. Now I remember, this is actually the story that I was supposed to narrate yesterday. Yeah, I remember. And I give a promise that I'll describe it, I'll narrate it. So rewind then the same morning, and what happened? Now what happened? I get an idea. Okay, remember, I'm following my instinct. I'm going to meet a person. Okay, this is what the instinct now tells me. I'm going to meet a person, an important person. Now, I don't know how I did it, but unconsciously I made this prayer. I'm going to meet people. Please help me. God help me to make the best out of it. Yeah, to create a friend out of, yeah, to meet that friend. Haya. See, that is being said. And I think I was actually very confident that I'm going to meet someone. Now, on meeting that someone, I felt obligated. Now, was it now? That was actually what had happened that morning. Now, tell me it is a coincidence that I met that girl alone in this room. I don't know what they were doing, but they were just there. Can you tell me they were just alone by accident? Can you tell me that was purely coincidental? I don't think so. And I keep on saying this each and every day. It's more of a slogan, or even my national anthem. I was like, guy, I okay. What am I even talking about? I keep losing track of what I am saying and mixing other feelings and emotions. So the point is, I keep on saying this. each and every day. Synchronicities happen to me all of the time. Yeah, synchronicities, like there is a thing that is supposed to happen this time. So that is what happened. I met this girl and I felt she's also living in Nakuru. By the I learned that she's living in Nakuru in Gilgil. So it's a mutual friend that I can rely on when I want to go to Gilgil. That's how you make friends, bana. I even asked for her number. We talk and we meet and you leave me just like that. Me, I'm not even interested with your. So now she knows that I am doing engineering. That's how I lied. I lied to her that I'm doing engineering, knowing very well it's a lie. It's a lie anyway. But she was convinced that I'm doing engineering. The way you can be talking with someone. Okay, she asked me. I asked her, "What course are you doing?" She says education. She asks back, "What course are you doing?" I tell her, "Guess what I might be doing." She says engineering. Okay, which type of engineering? Just flowing with the nini. Don't object when you are conversing with someone. Don't object something. When you see it's really not an enemy, but when you see your enemy making a mistake, let them do it. Yeah, watch them as they do it. So I ask her, which engineering do you think I'm doing? Oh my goodness. She senses maybe mech. I tell her, me I look like a person who is doing civil. Yeah, there's electrical, there's a civil. Which other engineering is being done in this school? I think that's the engineering that we do here. So she was convinced now I'm doing engineering in this school. Because she was after seeing the laptop, she was like, I think this guy is doing some engineering. Yeah. This person was actually very easy. I saw a great opportunity. If I could have been good with Riz, I'm sure I could have gotten away with a girlfriend. And I learned that she's kind of an introvert. So yeah. Yeah. So she's doing that. I actually don't remember the combination of the subjects she's doing, but I remember she's doing maths. Maths, actually, not business. It is math and chemistry. That's the type of combination that she's making. And actually commented that not many girls will you find doing the same course or even taking the same units, because most of the girls don't like STEM. Don't associate with the STEM. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So she's lucky to be among the few. So that's why I got away with her number, and I met a person. I felt I met a person who is important, and will at one point be of help at somewhere too. I don't know where, but that's why I picked her number. So we live in the same place, for that matter, in Nakuru. Gilgil. We converse by there a lot of Kikuyu. A lot in Kikuyu, for that matter, in Kikuyu. So yeah, that is what happened by the way. That's the story that I'm supposed to tell. Now there's another story, but it's more of a highlight of yesterday. Yesterday was actually a very different nini. So how do I describe this? I feel like it's not important to describe it because it's 40 minutes. Anyway, higher. I don't know. Actually, this story is very embarrassing. For some reasons, it's very embarrassing. Now, my GF has some assignment that needs to be done. That needs to be done, or even to be typed. So we agree we are meeting in the library. So we look for a venue where we can plug here the computer, and that's why yesterday was like very embarrassed. I was actually disappointed with the school. Why can't they provide enough sockets for everyone to use? Anyway, long short of it, we lacked a place and we were just wasting time in the library, moving to and fro, trying to look for the sockets. So finally we decided, okay, let us not go to this route. Let us just do this in the house. Now, going to the house, she's hosting this girl. Hosting this girl, she's like, so this is a new face. Okay. I've now been discontinued. I'm running out of storage. I have now literally 3 minutes to finish this story. So I met this girl and we are conversing. And remember, I'm not good with strangers. I'm not good with conversation with strangers. That's when it occurs to me, oh my goodness, I need to fix myself. Okay, this is now a story for tomorrow. I'll now describe it now properly. It will be on a Saturday. We are going on a bike riding with my GF anyway. So that's what happens. Anyway, back to the point. After that conversation, I receive a message in my Facebook account. Guess who? My ex. My ex is now back to my life. I don't know. I think she saw us. Actually, she saw me somewhere while I was actually moving with my GF from the library to the house. All that. It's a story for another day, okay? I'll describe this. So she saw me somewhere and she decided to just say hi. She decided to just say hi. Okay, a good hi isn't that bad. It won't hurt. So right now, I think I don't have any feeling with anyone who we had a relationship before. I don't think I'll have that in too much. So yeah, she decided to say Happy New Year to me and to spark a conversation. Right now, I think I can have a conversation with them. I think I can appreciate. I actually thought of them the other day, and I'll tell you where that came from. I thought of her by the thought of my ex. Although I had met her somewhere, though Nile, you just can see someone from far and you decide to just brush that feeling off, or even that thought off. So that is what happened. She saw me and decided to say hi in my Facebook account. So yeah, I'm not right now. I can't talk with her about anything. I'll even ask her, when will you put younger? And I'm the one in question. I deleted her number. I might even ask for her number back. I return it to my contacts. It's because right now I'm treating her as a person that I met the other day. I no longer have feelings. Again, I know you can't talk about extreme things, or even you can't. Yeah, we'll always be talking about things here and there, and there'll always be that. Of course, we won't cross anyone's boundaries. Yeah. I moved on. She moved on. She accepted her fate, and that was it. I'm sure I'll pick her number. I'm sure I'm going to return her back, her number back in my contacts. And yeah, whatever she'll be posting, I'll not be there. I'll not be there to just judge. I'll be like, maybe she's talking to another person. So I learned to not take things personally. But I learned. That's what I learned with you. I learned to not take things personally. Right now, I just can't be emotionally attacked by anything. Yeah, I'm always lost control of my emotions. So yeah, just that's that. I want to complete this video because I'm running out of storage after, and I knew it. I don't have storage. Remember, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. Until tomorrow, adios.